Kusgan nga mga balita, komentaryo, kasayuran o kalingawan. DXDX size 93 ang mas kipakusgan nga inyong Radyo Ronda.
This station is now the
and stand up tall again and again and again. Come to think of it, you do look better instantly. But more than that, you'll actually feel better. And there are many reasons why. Improving your posture has many payoffs. Today on the program, we'll look into the many benefits of a healthy posture, what it means for your spine, your lungs, your digestive system, and blood circulation, your energy level, and overall self-confidence. I'm Dr. Freddy Gomez. Welcome to MedTalk Health Talk on CNN Philippines. A healthy posture helps us with our everyday movements and regular activities, putting the least amount of strain on our body. And that's why it is so important. I'd like to welcome our guests for today. First, we have Dr. Larry Acuña. He's an orthopedic surgeon and the head of the spine section at the Medical City and Asian Hospital and Medical Center. Our next guest is Dr. Jericho de la Cruz. He's a rehabilitation medicine specialist and the National Secretary of the Philippine Academy of Rehabilitation Medicine, also from the Asian Hospital and Medical Center. It's easy for us, so many of us, to forget about good posture. We see a lot of people who slouch or even slump, and yet we wonder why we wake up with so much aches and pains. Let's define first what good posture is, which is otherwise known as having a neutral spine. Ano ibig sabihin nun, Doc Larry?
Posture means it's a position of the body, with regards to sitting or standing. And a good posture is equivalent to a good spine, a balanced spine. We look at the spine. We have, we call it cervical, thoracic, and lumbar. So they have certain acceptable degrees and in good alignment if you have a good posture.
Dr. Larry, explain natin sa ating mga viewers kung ano ang bad posture.
May certain posture that is really bad, and it affects sometimes primarily your muscles, and then eventually your joints and the discs, and affecting your nerves. That would end up with a difficulty in mobility.
Bad posture definitely will affect a lot of other organs in your body, because good posture has an effect on your blood circulation as well as your digestion, for that matter. Dr. Jack, help us understand this, because a lot of studies have come out wherein good posture is not only good for your back but other vital organ systems in the body as well.
When you practice good posture, so you straighten up your body, your spine are aligned. Remember, the spine, it's your backbone, Ibig sabihin, doon nakadikit lahat ng muscles na nagpapatayo sa atin, nagpapaupo sa atin, nagpapagalaw sa atin. So if you practice good posture, proper posture, everything is in place. So when everything is in place, it works in optimum condition. So our muscles are in place, hindi sila masyadong nahihila, hindi sila masyadong nagsistretch.
Nakakaapekto nga ba talaga ang bad posture sa blood pressure ng isang tao?
If you practice bad posture, the tendency is your heart works a little bit harder. So mas malaki yung trabaho sa puso natin. So when our heart starts pumping a little bit harder, mas nagtatrabaho siya, our blood pressure goes up. So if we practice good posture, our accessory muscles, our muscles of the limbs, the upper and the lower extremity, helps with our blood pressure. So our heart doesn't work that hard, so mas maganda yung blood pressure natin lumalabas.
Dr. Jack, how does sitting up straight help with both our lungs, our breathing, as well as our functional digestive system?
Ang sinasabi sa atin nung bata tayo, stomach in, chest out, chin up. So technically, you're expanding your chest wall. Lumalaking chest wall natin, it gives space for the lung to expand. So when you give more space for the lungs, mas marami tayong oxygen na nakukuha kasi lumalaki yung area, no, na pwede nating punuin. So in effect, mas maganda yung ating breathing. No, in terms of our digestion, mas maganda rin yung position natin as compared that if we are slouching. If we're slouching, we're compressing our internal organs. Remember, everything needs room. Pag pinasok mo yung pagkain, so kailangan mag-expand din yung tiyan natin. No? So kung maganda yung ating position, maganda ang ating posture, we have room for expansion.
Doc Larry, let's explain naman what sway back is and anong epekto nito sa ating katawan.
Yung sway back kasi di-distort yung spinal alignment. So, yung magkakaroon ka ng tawag doon exaggerated thoracic kyphosis, and then yung neck mo medyo naka-hyperextend. With poor balance, poor posture, you will end up having muscle pains and fatigue earlier. Usually, pagka may sway back ka, mas nag-exert kasi effort yung sa lower back mo and then neck muscles as well.
Please explain to our viewers kung ano naman yung forward head.
Yung forward head naman, yung neck mo hyper flex, no? Parang naka-forward, from the name itself, naka-forward yung head over in relationship to your neck. So, strained yung mga neck muscles mo with that kind of posture.
Dr. Jack, is it possible na meron tayong mga viewers dito who don't even notice na meron silang sway back, meron silang forward head? Ano yung kaya mga common effects na pwede nilang maramdaman that might make them think that they have these conditions?
Yung ating curvature ng spine mas mas lumalaki, no? Ang tendency kasi ng sway back, yun yung mga taong parang parating nakasandal pa naglalakad, no? You feel like you're falling backwards. So that's usually yun yung signs ng sway back. Yung sa forward head naman, mas madami yan ngayon, no? Especially in the advent of our technologies, parati tayong nakayuko. No, so the tendency, our neck is in an angulation. It will cause you neck pains because a minimal angulation of the neck will cost you about 20 to 60 pounds additional work for the neck.
Okay, now there are other types of common posture problems that can be avoided as well as corrected, and we'll discuss those, including exercises that can help improve posture after a short break. We're your partner in healthcare. You're watching CNN Philippines.
DXDX General Santos.
Ang Boses ni Juan 2021 ay hatid sa inyo ni
Mr. Eugene Tata Alzate.
Mr. Eugene Tata Alzate ng Glan, Sarangani Province.
Gusto mo bang kumita habang nasa bahay ka lang? Gamit lang ang cellphone, laptop at wifi mo. Mag C4x4 system ka na.
C4x4 system ka.
C4x4 system ka na. Magandang sistema para sa lifetime income mo. At hindi lang yan, dahil solid detailed certificate of DTI and Security Exchange Commission o SEC. Maaari silang bistahin sa kanilang Facebook page sa C4x4 system or tumawag sa numerong 0912-117-5516 or look for Mr. Jinggoy Monderondo. Tayo na, sumali na at magpayaman sa C4x4 system.
Oh, anyari sa'yo? Ba't nakasimangot ka? Alam ko na. Masakit ang katawan mo, ano? Sa sobrang trabaho? O di kaya masakit ang ulo sa sobrang stress? Break ka muna. Hinga ng malalim at imasahe ang ulo mo gamit ang Herbalaya Liniment Oil. Ako rin ganun eh. Kaya pag mataas ang tensyon sa trabaho, mag-Herbalaya break ka muna.
Herbalaya Liniment Oil. Amoy na kaaya-aya. Sa bawat pahid ay ginhawa.
Suportahi ang imong immune system para mabatukan niini ang mga viruses sama sa corona ug uban pa. Pag Herbalaya Food Supplement every day. Aduna kini mga natural herbs ug antioxidants nga mopakusog sa imong immune system. Batukan ang mga viruses. Mag Herbalaya Food Supplement matag adlaw. Inyong mapalit sa inyong mga suking butika bisan asa. Herbalaya Food Supplement. Atong saligan aron virus malikayan.
Mahalagang paalala, ang produktong ito ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Ikaw ba nagapangita og customizing cake sa inyong matag okasyon? Para sa mga katawan sa glan og Jazz Jose Abad Santos, anian na ang maayong balita og solusyon sa imong gipangita.
Edsoy's Cake Shop.
Edsoy's Cake Shop. Ang Edsoy's Cake Shop naga-offer kaninyo og birthday customizing cake, wedding customizing cake, anniversary customizing cake, ug uban pa. Para sa dugang impormasyon, pwede usab kamo mo follow sa ilang Facebook page, Edsoy's Cake Shop, located at Purukpangi, Barangay Big Margos, Glan, Sarangani Province.
DXDX General Santos.
Good posture involves teaching your body to sit, stand, walk, and even lie down in positions without straining your supporting muscles and your ligaments. It means your blood is flowing more easily and your organs are functioning without any obstructions. Welcome to MedTalk Health Talk. We're here to create a healthy tomorrow. I'm Dr. Freddy Gomez. Dr. Jack, please describe this for us, itong flat back and its effects sa ating katawan.
Flat back naman, technically parang kabaliktaran ng sway back. No? Yung sway back kasi nag-increase yung curvature of the lower spine. Yung sa flat back naman, dumidiretso siya. So the tendency is hindi mo mabaluktot, no? Hindi mo siya madiretso yung spine mo kasi diretsong-diretso siya. So hindi ka makatayo ng diretso pataas. So what happens is you tilt your pelvis forward, you flex your hips, and you flex your knee to be able to stand up straight.
Now, let's go to another posture syndrome known as kyphosis, which is common in older women. Dr. Jack, can you please describe what kyphosis is?
Kyphosis in our vernacular in Tagalog, yung kuba, no, nakukuba siya. Usually it happens when you have problems with the vertebral bodies. No? Lumiliit siya, nagkakaroon tayo ng wedges. No? So, lumiliit siya, so nagkakaroon ng deformity with our spine. So, nakukuba tayo. So, that's the main problem with your kyphosis.
Speaking of kyphosis, bakit ito mas madalas nakikita sa mga babae at advancing age? What is the main culprit for this?
As you advance your age, yung buto nagiging brittle. So may tendency magkaroon ng osteoporosis. Yung osteoporosis kasi is a silent disease that causes fragility, fracture of the spine. So yun yung effect ng osteoporosis.
Okay, so kyphosis can also be caused by fractures, osteoporosis, as Dr. Larry mentioned, disc degeneration, as well as some forms of cancer and some cancer treatments, among others. Dr. Larry, since we're talking about osteoporosis, at what age kaya should they seek consult with their orthopedic surgeon or their spine surgeon to check out na everything is okay?
The most common cause ng osteoporosis is postmenopausal. So after menopause, nagbabago yung estrogen level. So, nagkakaroon siya ng osteoporosis. Yung iba naman, maaga magkaroon ng osteoporosis dahil meron silang ibang comorbidity, like kung merong mga thyroid problems, mga endocrine abnormalities, yan, dun yun sa mga early stage. But basically, it's after menopause for women.
Now, from a spine specialist's perspective, what type of mattress should our viewers have in terms of having a good night's sleep?
Yeah, I always advise my patients to have a firm bed mattress that would prevent from the back from sagging. Kasi nagbabago yung spinal curvature with very soft mattress. And with regards to the use of pillow, I always advise my patients to make sure that the head is always at the same level with the shoulder to prevent neck pains later on.
Now, we're your partner in healthcare here on MedTalk Health Talk. When we return, we'll share some exercises that can help with good posture. So stay with us.
RPN DXDX General Santos.
Mga momshies, gusto mo bang gumanda ngunit di sapat ang iyong budget? Halina't bumisita na sa Sally Beauty Salon. Sa Sally Beauty Salon, meron silang pedicure, manicure, rebonding, hair color, foot spa, haircut at iba pa. Located at Facing Jensen City Public Market. For reservations, tumawag lang sa mga numerong 0908-761-3471 at 0975-517-8814. Tayo na sa Sally Beauty Salon.
I'm a fireball.
Huy, naunsa man ka? Nagbugot lagi ka. Kabalon ako. Ikapoy ka no. Sakit imong lawas tungod sa sobrang trabaho? O sakit imong ulo tungod sa stress? Pahuway una. Ginhawag lawom, ug hiluta ang imong ulo gamit ang Herbalaya Liniment Oil. Kay mausab ni akong ginahimo. Maong akong taas ang tensyon sa trabaho, mag-Herbalaya break sa
Herbalaya Liniment Oil. Amoy nakaaya-aya. Sa bawat pahid ay ginhawa ang lemongrass o tanglad na pamatudaan nga makapakunhod sa blood pressure. Ang luyang dilaw makawala sa insomnia ug bad cholesterol. Ang ampalaya gamhanan alang sa diabetes. Ang malunggay nga puno sa bitamina ug minerals. Kining tanan ug uban pang mga natural antioxidants ana sa Herbalaya Food Supplement. Proteksyon ni ang imong lawas. Tumar og Herbalaya Food Supplement matag adlaw mapalit sa imong suking butika bisan asa. Herbalaya Food Supplement atong kadangpan ug kasaligan.
Mahalagang paalala, ang produktong ito ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Tuna Exporters Multi-Purpose Cooperative. Tuna Exporters Multi-Purpose Cooperative. Niining panahona, lisod alang kanato ang manginabuhi nga walay kasiguruhan. Hilabi na niining panahon sa krisis sa COVID-19. Busa ang ngayon gayon nga makasiguro kita sa atong paglahutay sa matag adlaw inubanan sa mga pag-ampo ug sa tabang sa labawng makagagahon. Ang Tuna Exporters Multi-Purpose Cooperative 19 katuig na nga matinud-anong nag-amping sa tanang miyembro niini ana-ana sa mukabat 2,400 ka mga dedikado ug kugihan nga member owners ang kasamtangang malipayon na ginabuhi sa nagkalalaing kliyenteng kumpanya sa Temco. Pagpamatuod nga misubay gayud kini sa iyang misyon nga muhatag og di kalidad, epektibo ug kasaligan nga pagpanerbisyo sa tanang kliyente ingon man ang sustinableng panginabuhian alang sa tanan. Uban sa pag-uswag sa matag kinabuhi sa mga member owners, napatuman sa Temco ang iyang tumong nga makahatag og maayo, kasaligan ug matinud-anon nga pagpanerbisyo alang sa tanan niining giampingang kliyente. Busa igsuon aron kita makasiguro paninguhaa gayon nga makapambyembro sa Tuna Exporters Multi-Purpose Cooperative. Temco, serbisyo at benepisyo para sa mga miyembro. Yan ang Temco.
RPN Radio Philippines Network. Radyo Ronda DXDX General Santos. Member, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas.
Mas tulong lakas, Radyo Ronda Nationwide.
Good posture affects more than just your appearance. It helps you to develop strength, flexibility, as well as balance. Now, good posture can help your blood flow normally and your organs to function properly. We're in this together. I'm Dr. Freddy Gomez, and welcome back to MedTalk Health Talk on CNN Philippines. Please explain to our viewers kung bakit mahalaga ang pag-exercise or pag-stretch ng muscles, especially when it comes to good posture?
Yung muscles is a supporting structure of the bone. So if you have weak muscle, lahat ng mga mechanical forces will be transmitted to your bone, to your discs, and you'll end up having early degenerative process.
Doc Jack, what are the benefits of this type of pose, this resting pose?
So your resting pose, you lie down on the floor, you're flat, your palms up. No, technically you're just resting. No? And then you concentrate on your breathing. So it makes you centered. You are in tune with your body. You will feel where it aches, saan siya masakit, and then it makes you relax.
Now there's another pose called, or a stretch for that matter, called the cat-cow stretch. That's another one that can help correct or lessen bad postures. Doc Jack, what does this type of stretch actually do?
Yung cat-cow stretch, you can do it three ways. You can do standing, you can do it sitting, or you can do it on all fours. No, technically, you extend and flex the spine slowly. Concentrate on the breathing. So technically, it stretches. No, it stretches your upper and the lower back. Stretches your arms as well and your legs.
Pero ano ba talaga ang mga core muscles, Doc Jack? And how does this help with someone's posture?
So our core muscles, our abdominals, our back, no, sila yung nagpapatayo sa atin. No? It helps the body carry our own weight, no, and improves our balance. So one type of strengthening that is to do the plank. So if you do the plank, you strengthen the core, you strengthen the abdominals, you strengthen the back. But again, you strengthen the shoulder girdle muscles and the pelvic girdle muscles as well as the lower extremities. It improves our postures as well because you strengthen all of the muscles at once you're strengthening the core.
Now, when we talk about starting out for the first time, for someone who has not stretched in their life, has not done any exercise, but they notice that their posture needs some help, what is your advice, Doc Jack?
So with stretching, you have to do it slowly. You have to do it calculated because if you do it haphazardly, the tendency is for you to injure yourself. So if you do it one movement at a time, slowly, and then you center yourself and you see what's aching and then what's bothering you, so you will do it safely.
Is there an exercise or a position they could do at home to make them feel what it feels like to have good posture?
For good posture, the tendency is you have to straighten your back. So, pinagagawa sa atin yung stomach in, chest out, chin up, di ba? So what you do is you pull your shoulders back and down. No, so you will feel a little bit of strain on the lower back, but you can see you're standing tall and you're breathing well.
Now, Dr. Larry, there's also a condition which a lot of our viewers may be familiar with, and that is a herniated disc or a slip disc. Now, this can cause extreme pain, especially in the lower back. It can really be debilitating. For that matter, how is this best treated?
The first thing is to prevent it from having it. So proper posture would somehow prevent having a herniated disc. And if you have the herniated disc, you feel back pain and leg pains. That means the nerve is already impinged. And 90% of the time, it's treated non-surgically. We refer patients to rehabilitation medicine. They do modalities to decrease the inflammation and eventually decreases the pain and strengthen the muscles.
Doc Jack, a lot of our viewers also are familiar with correcting apparently what's called subluxations of the bones. In short, pinapatunog, kinakrak yung kanilang bones in order to have a corrected spine by... what is your opinion in this type of practice?
As a rule of thumb, hindi siya maganda, no? Because yun nga, nabanggit nga ni Dr. Larry, sometimes if you have problems, especially with the spine, if you have brittle spine, you might just cracking it might cause fractures. So as a rule of thumb, mas maganda hindi natin siya gagawin.
Do you have any advice, Doc Jack, for our viewers before we go?
So the best part is to practice proper posture, and then you try to exercise your core muscles, try to exercise a lot, especially at this time of the pandemic. so that our body will be in tip-top condition once we start going outside.
And Dr. Larry, any advice for our viewers when it comes to good posture?
Yeah, aside from the having good posture, you have to shift position from time to time. Like when you're sitting most of the time, you should take a break at least every hour and do your stretching to avoid back pains.
Our take home for this is check with your doctor, your orthopedic surgeon, your rehab medicine specialist, your physical therapist, or even a trainer to help you identify and hopefully correct your posture. With that, I'd like to thank our guest for today, spine surgeon Dr. Larry Acuña and rehabilitation medicine specialist Dr. Jericho De La Cruz. Maraming salamat sa inyo. I'm Dr. Freddy Gomez and thank you for watching MedTalk Health Talk on CNN Philippines.
DXDX General Santos.
Ang Boses ni Juan 2021 ay hatid sa inyo ni
Mr. Eugene Tata Alzate.
Mr. Eugene Tata Alzate ng Glan Sarangani Province.
Gikan sa Tuna Capital of the Philippines, General Santos. Nagsibya sa gikusgon ni 5,000 watts. Kini ang sibianan sa RPN Radio Philippines Network. Radio Philippines Network. DXDX 693 kHz. Ang inyong Radyo Ronda sa syudad sa mga kampiyon. Live to the world pinaagi sa FB page karon mag-download na. Pinaagi sa Google Play og Apple Store, YouTube og Twitter. Alang sa mas kipakuskan nga mga balita, komentaryo, kasayuran o kalingawan. DXDX Size 93 ang mas kipakuskan nga inyong Radyo Ronda.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Oras mga karanda, alas 7:01 na.
Every time you come around, you know I can't say